So with everything happening at DC recently, I figured let's talk about a couple of options that DC can use to basically save its DC universe. Now, with everything that David Zaslav has said with this DC cinematic universe, they're basically going in a different direction and they're trying to basically correct everything. Now, there are only two ways I could see them really correcting everything with this. Number one, and it seems like what they're trying to do right now, is basically they're trying to get everything together where they're basically having, okay, the lineup that we've had so far with Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa, and everybody else besides Ezra Miller, and we don't know if Henry Cavill is coming back as Superman. They're basically trying to keep them together as the original characters that they were introduced as in the DC universe, and basically trying to build up to a big event that leads them all together, and basically trying to correct their universe and create these interesting stories with their interpretations of these characters. I can see them going in that direction, and it seems to be the type of direction that they're going in. And they also want to keep Superman at the forefront, so I don't know if they're going to try and do a replacement Superman, or if they're going to keep Henry Cavill in the role as Superman. I just want to tell you right now, I love Henry Cavill's Superman. My favorite version of the character, besides Superman the anime series. And a couple of adaptations here and there, but I'm not the biggest Superman fan, but Henry Cavill's Superman, oh yeah, I love his Superman. And I don't know how much longer Ben Affleck can keep playing Batman, because do keep in mind, Ben Affleck he's not old, but he's starting to get there, so we don't know how long he could stay in the role of being Batman, because the problem with their introduction of this version of Batman is the fact that they introduced him as a older, more grizzled version of the character, which, that's fine, that's a different interpretation, but keep in mind, if you want to continue a franchise for over a period of time, I would have picked somebody a bit younger. And I appreciate everything Mr. Affleck has brought to the role. I really do love a lot of elements about his Batman, and I do want to do a video talking about his original vision of the Batman, but yeah, I don't know how much longer you can keep doing this. And the whole thing with Ezra Miller, you're gonna have to do a different Flash as well, which might change some things up as well. So there's a lot of correction that they would need to do if they're gonna go that specific route of just keeping everything very similar, restructuring some things, and then keeping the same cast. But the better option for them, which would actually be smarter, would actually be to reset. Basically, have all these solo movies over a period of time lead to a big event, a Justice League movie, where they all come together at some point, and actually have some actual build-up, like what they said they want to kind of mimic Marvel a little bit. A lot of people were saying, oh, that's unoriginal. It did work, didn't it? And just because they would mimic Marvel doesn't mean that they can't create stuff that's unique. They can still have very unique tones to each of their movies and have a very unique tone to their own Justice League movie. And with having a newer Superman and stuff like that at the forefront and centering everything around him, that would be a good opportunity to kind of do everything properly. And they can still do projects like the Batman on the side, and they can still do projects like Joker 2 on the side with Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix. So there are ways that they can fix this DC universe, and I see those are the two ways that they're going to go about it, maybe. I mean, who knows? Only time will tell. I mean, but most likely those may be the ways that they end up doing this. And those may be the smarter ways, but I think a reset would probably make the most sense, honestly. But I wouldn't be opposed to the first option. I do love a lot of these interpretations of the characters. Now, I have heard some rumors that they're trying to restore the Snyderverse and stuff like that. I do not think that's the case. The reason why is because those movies did not make the money they wanted to. People don't understand this. Look, I love Zack Snyder's Justice League. I don't think it's perfect, but it was very, very enjoyable. Better than that Whedon cut, for sure. But ultimately, that would not have worked in theaters. It wouldn't have. And you guys also got to keep in mind, those, like I said, those movies did not make the money that Warner Brothers wanted to make. So that's the reason why they cut the Snyderverse is because it wasn't working. People said, oh, it could work, but it wasn't working. And it's not on Snyder. Maybe if he took more time with it and they allowed him to take more time instead of pushing some stuff on him and allowing him to rush stuff, then we could have had something better. But at the same time, again, you guys got to keep in mind, with the whole vision he had and even the stuff that he wanted to do, not all of it would have worked. And that's not degrading on the guy at all. I'm just saying that from a business standpoint, it wouldn't be the smartest decision. What are your guys' thoughts on these possibilities? Name some possibilities of how they're going to save their current DCEU or basically fix some of the problems. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you guys like the video, make sure to subscribe today to join the Dceu.